Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. We did it. We did the show. The one that I was freaking out about some days ago. Turns out, yes, it was the flare rib issue, and it was more so. I think it was more so the idea that I was just really busy with the opera, and I think I didn't have enough time to really feel grounded in my body again, back with this rep in time for the rehearsal, which then kind of like led me a little bit to like spiral a little bit. But the good thing is that after that, I kind of just buckled down for the next few days. I think it was like three or 4 days total that I had. I really just buckled down and I just practiced it, and I really paid attention to where my breaths were going to be, what my phrasings were going to be like, and really what it was, I think, beyond that rib flare that I had, was kind of just the fact that I was just really efforting. That the fun thing about singing Imasuma rap is that she sings with a microphone, so it's not like I have to project over the orchestra to sing this music. And that was one of those things that I kept forgetting. And I was just forgetting to prioritize. No. That's my mic. That's my mic. Let me see. What can I give you? Look. What's this? What's this? What's this? Okay. Sorry, is there a mess back there? Kind of. My bad. But yeah, so really, I think I was just over efforting. I could really feel it in my body that I was like, it just felt so heavy. And I think it was mostly just because, yeah. Wait, puppy. There. Sorry. I had to turn the mute on for the TV. So yeah. When you're feeling really heavy in your body as a singer, it just means you're over efforting. And once I was able to get, I really thought about it, especially when it comes to singing these extreme parts of the range. The smartest way to go about it is just ease. What is the path of least resistance when you're trying to accomplish these notes? For those of you that are musicians, Ima loves to live in D sharp, E, F land, and pretty much that's the whole point of her music. So yeah, there was one song, Ixtabay, that I adore, and I really wanted to do that one. We did end up doing it, but I ended up the part where she kind of like riffs and stuff. You should look it up. It's a really cool song. I kind of had to make it my own and not do it exactly the way that she does, but it still came out really good. But yeah. There's another element to all of that where when you're learning things by ear, you tend to like shortcut the learning process if you're just trying to copy rather than like iron it out and really feel it in your voice rather than imitating. There's always going to be vocal fatigue when you're approaching it from an imitating standpoint. And that's kind of what I was doing. My music director gave us the lead sheets. We call them sheet music, but in mambo and jazz and all that, it's lead sheets. Bubby, he's trying to take my microphone. It's called lead sheets. So it took a while for him to get the music to us. So I had been learning it by ear. So when he gave it to us, I kind of just didn't look at it. But then once I was having issues, I was like, okay, really, I should just look at this sheet music. And I did. And it really helped. It was a lot more simplified the way that he arranged it, as opposed to doing it the way Ema does it. No, 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 no. That's mummies. That's mummies. Yes. Those mummies. Say hi. But yeah. So when you're singing, don't try to effort through it. Don't try to imitate because you think that's what's going to be the fastest way to learn it. Once I did start plunking the part out on the piano and learning it to the piano, and once I learned it that way first, then I listened to her for reference. For reference. You leave my microphone alone. It became a lot easier. So I definitely recommend that. When you're postpartum, your body just feels really different when you're singing, and it takes a little bit more awareness and a little bit more of slowing down, of slowing down to be able to sing the way that you used to. Luckily, one of the songs was already very, very, very embodied the first time. That was my reference song. So when I would pop up to the high notes, I kind of had a general idea of what aligned felt like when singing up there versus what was overcompensating and stuff. He's really... So yeah, we did it. It was a success. I didn't have any cracks. I didn't mess up anything. It was honestly really, really smoothly, especially considering how freaked out I was and how underprepared I felt on Monday. So that just goes to show that if you trust your systems and your technique, it'll all work out. You just got to trust it. You got to lean into it and it'll happen. I promise. Okay. So if you're interested in your mind-body connection and really changing who you are as a singer and the way that you approach things, feel free to check my link below. I do offer calibrations. Yeah, you have something to say about that? Therefore, calibrating your sense of self through singing. We use voice as the modality, but really it's a way of recalibrating yourself and being the type of person that trusts systems and is structured about the way that you go things. Even if you're a beginning singer, it still works because at the end of the day, if you can learn how to embody a song, you learn how to embody systems. So, yeah. All right, this baby's hungry. I gotta go. If you're interested in that, check below. All right, bye.